and Chris back again with another Fitness on Scene, and today we are in downtown Mineola, Texas, in front of the Willie Nelson / Casey Musgraves mural that was done earlier this spring. I think it was spring that it finished. We're going to show you guys the whole thing in B-roll, you know, before the video, after the video, so you guys can see the whole thing. We'll also put some information on the artist and stuff like that as well, both in video and in the description. But today we're going to do, Vanessa and I are going to do a low impact cardio video again. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're trying to build up our tolerance to exercise again. This is a great video for that. We're going to have a lot of different exercises with low reps on each one. So what that means is I'm kind of introducing you guys to exercises that most people can do, even with muscular deficiencies, disabilities, morbid obesity, all of those things. You should be able to do most of these unless you have range of motion issues, okay? So some of those range of motion issues might stop you from being able to do overhead reaches, for example. So do the things you can do. If these are too low reps for you, that's okay. Do more than 10 or more than 20 or whatever that we do. You don't have to do what we're doing. Do what feels right, as I always say. And if it doesn't feel right or you're tired, take a break. There's no shame in taking a break. We're gonna take several, I promise you. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of warm up into the exercises. So the first thing we're going to do is just walk in place, and we're going to roll our shoulders to the front for a count of 10 to the front, and then 10 to the back. We'll do 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to go to the back now. And my lovely assistant behind the camera is going to shout out what we're supposed to do next.
20-second walk over arm crosses.
So we're going to do that in 8, 9, 10. And all that is plant your feet. And we're just going to cross our hands over our head. And then cross them in front of our stomach. We're going to do, what, 10 of these?
20.
20. That's 3. And if you want to, you can walk at the same time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if you're like, oh God, this hurts, remember, it's only 20 seconds. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
10 curls next.
20. So again, you can keep walking if you want. We're just going to do curls in front. If you want to add weights, you can. 3, 4, 5, 6. What's next?
10 hip twists.
8, 9, 10. A hip twist is just plant your feet, put your hands on your hips, and then twist. Keep your back straight. 2, 3, 4. And when you do this, kind of reset right here in the center, and then go. Like stop just for a second. So it's like 5, stop, 6, stop, 7. What's next?
10 overhead arm reaches and toe taps.
9, 10. All right, so this is also a planted foot, but we're going to toe tap and overhead reach with the same side. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're just going to switch sides, right?
Yes.
So just reset, and then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go slow. You don't have to do this fast. 6, 7, 8.
Walk in place for 30 seconds next.
All right, so pump those arms. 2, 3. What's next?
15 knee lifts with arm downs.
So keep walking, Vanessa. So this next thing is, we're just gonna do this after this. 15, 16. How many of those are we doing?
15.
So we're gonna start on the left side, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you can get twisting your hips, do it. If not, that's okay. 12. I'm trying to twist as well. 13, 14. What's next? 15.
20 side steps.
To the side step. 4. What's next?
20 side steps with arm pulls.
Okay. 10, 11. We're just going to add an arm pull on the count of 20. 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. Add an arm pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing presses after this, right?
Yes.
15. So we're just going to add a press to it at 20. 19, 20. Keep side stepping. 1, 2, 3. What's next?
10 toe taps.
20. All right, guys, so again, we are downtown Mineola, so you're going to hear a lot of hustle and bustle around. This is a huge metropolis, okay? We are actually applying for our own superhero right now. Unfortunately, the only thing they can supply us is a Chihuahua, so we're waiting, because Chihuahua with cape just get run over.
I mean, we have Owen Tyner.
That's true.
It's close
Owen's
enough.
awesome. Love you, Owen. All right, so we're going to go through our toe tap section, which is going to be 10 toe taps. Then we're going to add this motion for 10, and then presses for 10. So there's going to be a 30 count of toe taps. The first 10 are just going to be the toe taps, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to add the arms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we'll add the presses. 1, 2. What's next?
10 step out and in.
There's no walk in between?
No, you could add one if you
no.
want.
So we're just going to go back to the toe taps, which is just this. 1, 2. What's next?
The 10 step out and ins, and then out and ins with side elbow ups.
Okay.
And then the walk in place.
All right. 8, 9. So we're just going to add this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now we're going to walk in place. 9, 10, and walk. What's next?
10 tap backs.
You good?
I think y'all should choreograph a dance based on some of these moves.
Later.
Much later.
Be like a celebration of how far I've come.
You're doing awesome. 20. Keep walking, Vanessa.
Okay.
So a tap back is just 1, 2, and we're going to add motions to those. 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. So just plant your feet, bend over just a little bit, don't hunch too far, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I know what's next, 6. On the count of 10, we're gonna add a curl to that. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the count of 10, we're gonna switch to a trike curl. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, we are in the last third of the workout. If you have stuck with me so far, amazing job. You're doing great. But it's definitely gonna get a little bit harder. The next thing we're gonna do is a count of 10 of what I call knee lift crunches. It's just a lift of the knee with a reach down in the same time. So it's like this. That would be 1, okay? After that, we're gonna do a count of 10 of toe taps. If you can't reach your foot up to tap your toe, you can just point your toe and do the same motion with your arms. Okay, but if you can do this, the better. If you can't, just point your toe and put your hands down. But we're gonna start with 10 knee lift crunches. All right, here we go. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plant your feet. We start with the right foot, left hand, arms up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's next?
30 seconds, walk in place.
8, 9, 10. Let's get it, Vanessa. Good job.
I didn't touch my toes, but
That's
I got
okay.
close.
The point is you're crunching your core, and that's what matters. 10. What's next?
5 half squats.
All right.
Then 5 half squats with reaches.
20. I'm going to demonstrate a half squat versus a full squat. Keep walking. So this is a full squat. Okay, it's really hard to do. It's bad. It's not good for your back, your knees, all of that stuff. This is a half squat. That's it. Or what we call a half T-bag for you quad players out there. So we're gonna do 5 of those, followed by 5 of those with arm reaches. 10 half squats, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now reach your arms. 1, 2. What's next?
10 heel kicks.
3, 4, 5. And now stand. And these are heel kicks. 1, 2. How many of these?
10.
4.
And then arm pulls for 10 with the heel kicks.
So same motion through 3 different exercises. At the count of 10, we're going to add an arm pull. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then arm presses at 10.
7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's next?
Side knee raises and elbow drops to the left, and then
All right, guys. So now what we're gonna do is like a stand and crunch. Okay. This might be a little difficult for people who are new to exercise, and I understand that. Okay. And I'm gonna teach you kind of a way you can do it if you're not sure of your own coordination. Okay. That's why we're here in front of the beautiful mural behind us in downtown Mineola. It's a beautiful East Texas night. which means it's 140 degrees. So instead of 180. If you don't like 140, wait about 42 minutes. Trust me. So what you want to do is have your hands up, kind of like you're doing jazz hands. And we're going to raise our knee, and we're going to do a side crunch, almost like you're trying to touch your knee with your elbow. Obviously, Vanessa and I are not doing that. Okay? But you're going to feel some shape and some tension in your oblique. That's a good thing. We're building core. If you can't do this standing up like that, then use a wall. Put your hand anchored on a wall, and then just raise your opposite side and use the wall for support, okay? If you need that extra support. So we're just gonna do 10 of these on the left, 10 on the right, then we'll walk until you're tired enough to not walk anymore. Here we go, so arms up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And stop for a minute. Now, obviously, when you're doing the motion, come back to center and pause for a split second in the center part of the workout. That way you're not getting too unbalanced, you're not gonna fall over or anything like that. You're getting regrounded with your feet, okay? Now we're just gonna 10 on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then just walk it out. So I want to thank you guys for watching another Fitness on Scene. We release these videos every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. I appreciate everybody who's watching. If you did like this video, show the video some love. Subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss another Fitness on Scene video. And I will catch you down the road, just like that Harley Davidson.